My name is Ben.
Ben, okay. Taetso.
Taetso.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Tae
Tae
Tso.
Tso.
Yeah.
Taetso.
Taetso, yeah.
Very nice to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I record the conversation?
You probably do.
Okay.
I've got nothing to yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If at the end of the conversation you don't feel comfortable with me having the footage, just tell me and I'll delete it or whatever.
No, it's fine, man.
Okay.
I'll just see if it's something.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, what belief would you like to discuss?
A belief, and then in what way?
It can be any belief, anything that kind of informs who you are as a person.
Okay.
I can give you some examples if you'd like.
Oh. Okay, just probably do that, elaborate some stuff, and then, but then
Okay.
I think
Some people pick a religious belief. Some people talk about supernatural beliefs. They believe in karma. They believe in fate. Some people talk about political beliefs.
Oh yeah.
So what looks like you've got one in mind already.
Supernatural beliefs.
Okay.
Let me just try and talk about that one.
Which supernatural belief in particular?
If I could say, they are, let me just say, supernatural beliefs and at the same time religious beliefs. Because there are people who believe in, for example, they're Christians. There are people who are Christians, and then they believe while praying, God is hearing them and all that. And those are about that.
No worries.
And one thing is, now there are those who think that their prayer helps them to get rid of the devil and all that.
Okay.
So now I want to understand if really that, because I hear people making testimonies about every stuff, everything. So but then I want to know actually, is this really what is happening on earth?
Okay.
Maybe let's just go away from the supernatural.
But if we take that one sounds pretty interesting. So that's something that you're wondering about.
Yeah, because
specifically prayer about supernatural things and then people's stories that these prayers actually come true, that they might chase out devils or something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's an interesting one. Would you like to discuss that?
Yeah.
Prayer. Cool. So
Yeah.
what's your stance on this? How confident are you that prayer works?
Well, with me, I don't want to underestimate anyone's belief. But then what I would like to say is, I'm not really convinced that praying, doing all those sorts of things usually work. Because
okay. If you had to put it on a scale of 0 to 100, where 0 is I've got no confidence, I've got only questions, and 100 is I'm fully confident this prayer works, I've got no questions, where would you put yourself?
Well, for now, I don't think I can rate it until it is proven to me that this thing does work. Okay,
but would that put you at a 0?
Yeah, you
okay,
you can go do that.
So you're actually at a 0% on this belief.
Yeah.
What would raise your confidence?
What would
raise your confidence? What would make you think, wow, there's actually something to this? It seems as if prayer actually works.
Oh yeah, probably one of the things in the Bible, that one of those things that were mentioned in the Bible happening, me as a witness, witnessing one of those things, because I believe in something that is implemented and taken into consideration. It's seen by everyone.
Okay.
For that reason, I think maybe I'm an atheist or what to say. I don't know. I just don't know, because I don't really get it, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying you would actually like to witness something.
Yeah, I would like to witness something. Because
what level? Because it can be something like, one of your friends prays before a test, and he passes the test and he says, hey Taetso, look here dude, prayer works.
Yeah.
Would that convince you?
It won't actually until I do it myself and try that it works.
So but what level, what thing would you have to see? Because if you pray, for example, that the sun shines in the morning, and that happens, that wouldn't I assume sway you too much in actually thinking prayer works. What would you have to see? What degree of evidence would you like to see to convince you that prayer works?
Maybe let me say, prayer winning in something that is very modern.
Okay.
Like studies, at work, you just pray, you get a job. You just pray, you get everything you want. Just like that. But not something like the sun. That thing, I believe that thing, it has nothing to do with the Bible and all that. That thing is just something that can be scientifically explained.
Okay.
Not in a way of a Bible or that one. I know it. I understand it in my own way, and I believe the way I understand it is the only way that can convince me that the sun will rise from east west. I understand it in that way.
Okay.
Not biblically, not religiously.
In a similar fashion, right?
Yeah.
Would you apply that same way of thinking to other claims that prayer works? So if somebody says, I prayed and I got this job, would you then go and see, but what did this guy, did he actually put in his CV? Did he go kind of make sure that the company knew he was capable of getting the job? Was there things outside of prayer that can explain why the prayer worked? Would you use that approach?
I don't really get that. Can you explain exactly what this means?
So if you've got a friend, you both finish your studies, he prays and he gets a job a week later, right?
Yeah.
Would that convince you that prayer works?
It won't, actually.
Okay.
It won't.
And why wouldn't
until everyone who wants a job does that, and then the next week they do that.
Okay.
And for your information, they must maybe get a target. They must say, if I pray now, tomorrow I'm gonna get a job, or next week or next month I'm gonna, and then everyone must be on that target.
Okay.
Not like
not just one or two people, out of 100. You want to see it work consistently.
Consistently for everyone.
Okay.
That's what I believe must happen. In order for me to believe in prayer and all that, I just don't get it, man. Because there are stories where people claim that everything that was written in the Bible, it was firstly written also. But then, dude, that thing is a big book. Which rocks? Which rocks can cover all that information? It was edited with the. I just don't get it, man.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that. I grew up at my home. They learned me how to go to church. I was doing that, but at that time I was not going there for my. But then, cause now I understand what's happening. I don't really entertain stuff that I don't. Really
That's so interesting. What do you think? Was there ever a time where you did hold the belief, where you held that Christianity is true?
Is there any time where I did?
Where you were really confident that prayer works and that Christianity is true, or was it almost your entire life that you can remember that you were having these questions?
Well, what I can say is I've been asking myself a question, even as a kid. I've been asking myself a question that it wasn't answered by anyone actually. I couldn't. It's just a pity. I couldn't ask an adult exactly why is this happening. But then they'll just convince you because you're a kid. They'll just convince you, and then you'll end up having that question mark mind. But honestly, I didn't believe anything. I was just, okay, it's fine. But because I was kid, I was just, okay, it's fine. I'll take it from there. It's fine, I believe. But deep inside, I knew that this is not something that I would take.
Okay.
As long as one day I could understand myself and try and do something else, I don't think I'll take these kind of things.
Okay.
I'm not saying for my entire life I'll be like that. If I could find someone who could preach for me and do that, and then I'll challenge them. What must I do in order for me to pass all my modules in distinctions? Prayer, must I pray? Oh, for your information, I have a test on Monday. Yeah, that I've studied so hard for it, and I still need to study. And then if I could have someone who say, oh man, guys, just wait, pray, and then everything shall be fine. If I could get that someone, and then I try it, and it works exactly, I give them my problem, this is what I want to do, and then please, if I could pray, will I pass with this distinction mark exactly on point? Will I do that? Or maybe, because for me, I must just put effort, praying and just faith, something that is not really.
Okay. Dude, that's such an interesting point of view. I really enjoy the conversation, Taetso.
Yeah, me too, man.